Oh my God. I just need to vent because I just spent almost 2 hours, 2 hours on the phone with the fine folks over at Lowe's, America's least favorite hardware store, for a lawnmower saga that's been going on for like 2 weeks now. I bought a Cobalt 20-inch, 40-volt electric battery powered lawnmower because I'm environmentally friendly and I'm trying to be a good person, even though it's very difficult because we live in a terrible world and everything's awful. And then, like 3 months into owning it, the blade bends like it's made of tinfoil because I hit, I don't know, there was like rocks or something in my yard because our yard is shitty and filled with rocks. And it bent the thing way more than it should have. And so now I can't use it. So I go to Lowe's to buy a replacement blade for the 20-inch 40-volt mower. But they don't have the 20-inch blade. They only sell like a 15 and a 17 and an 18 and a 21 and a 23, and they don't have the 20. And I'm like, excuse me, sir, do you have the blade? And they're like, no, we don't sell that blade. We don't have it in a store 50 miles near here. 50 miles, no one has it. He's like, the best thing you can do is go home and go online, which I'm like, oh, the internet. Great. Thank you so much for letting me know about e-commerce. I honestly, without you, I would have never thought to check there. So I checked that from my phone in the store. I was like, it says it's not available online either. And he's like, well, you're going to have to call the manufacturer. And I'm like, but it's Cobalt, which is a Lowe's brand. You are the manufacturer. So he gives me the Cobalt phone number, which I have to call. So I call them, and of course they're not open. They're only open Monday through Friday. God forbid they be open weekends when people who work during the week have time to deal with problems like this. And so I can't get a hold of anybody. And so then I call them twice over the week, and I get put on hold for like minutes, and then I get disconnected. Or then I get put on hold, and then it comes on and says, ask me if I want to do a survey about my experience, and then it disconnects me. So then today, I finally get somebody on the phone, and he says I need to talk to somebody in the parts department at Cobalt. So he transfers me, and then a guy picks up and asks me for my phone number. And I'm like, why would you need my phone number? And he was like, because I need to look up your order. And I was like, I haven't made an order with you yet. I need to order a part. And he says, well, what part do you need? And I said, I need a lawnmower blade. And he says, well, we don't sell those at Archway. I'm like, who the hell is Archway? He says, Archway is the parts company, but we don't do the lawnmower blades. I'm like, why am I talking to you? He's like, I don't know. And I was like, well, they told me to talk to you. And so he's like, well, you have to talk to Lowe's because Lowe's is the one that does the blades. I'm like, I've been speaking to Lowe's. That's the only person I've talked to is Lowe's. And so he transfers me back to Lowe's, and I'm on hold for 3 minutes, and then I'm disconnected again. And I don't understand what's happening anymore because it's like, is the world real? Maybe I'm dead. Maybe like the movie Tron, I'm in the phone vector system, and that's all there is dark loneliness in the mobile sphere. I don't know. I have no idea anymore. And so I pick up the phone again. I pick it up. It's like getting back on the horse. And I just call regular Lowe's. I'm just like, I'll just talk to Lowe's, Mr. Lowe's or Mrs. Lowe's. And so maybe it's the Rob Lowe family. I don't know. And so I call them again. And I said, the woman picks up. I said, I just need to talk to the supervisor. I said, whoever your boss's boss works for, please put that person on the phone. Because I didn't say like, I'm going to go out and commit acts of treason, but I'm getting very close. And so she just puts me on the phone with her supervisor, whose name is Devin. And I think when she put me in with her senior, she just did like someone who is senior, because Devin he was very happy to talk to me, and he was going to help me figure it out. He said, this is confounding, and I don't know why. We can't find that part. It looks like we don't even sell that part. The blade you need for your lawnmower, we don't make it anymore, or no one makes it. Where will we get it? You know what, Nick? I'm going to check Google. And he checked Google. He checked Google. He looked on Google for the part. And he said, you know what? I found it on Lowe's.com. I was like, oh, is the item number 714693, whatever the hell it was? He goes, yeah, that is it. Oh, you know what? It says it's not available. Just how this all started. We went completely full circle. Just in an entire circle. But at least Devin got to experience it from beginning to end. You know what I mean? He got to really walk in my shoes, which was a tremendous use of my time. And so then he says, well, you know what you could do? Oh, I found a link here. Oh, it's available. They have it for sale. I said, who has it for sale? It says, eBay.com. I swear, Lowe's, I don't even act like this isn't true. Release the tape. Hashtag release the tapes. This 100% happened. He told me to use eBay.com for a lawnmower I bought 3 months ago from him. Well, god darn tootin', we don't have it. We don't have it here. And so, Nick, you have to use eBay.com. I suggest you purchase yourself a personal computer. I hear Gateway is supposed to be a phenomenal brand. They use a fun cow box when it comes to your house. And so I told Devin kindly that was not going to be a suitable solution, that every time I need to buy a new lawnmower blade in the future, I hop on my edeals.com site of choice and search the web to hope that, like a man at a flea market, I can find the perfect troll doll. So apparently I'm going to get a full refund. But for some reason, Devin, though the supervisor, the senior, doesn't... He's the man. He's the guy. I'm talking to the guy, supposedly. He says he has to call the store and ask them if they can give me a refund. And he can't do that now. We can't do that now. It's not... Devin's got things to do, I imagine. And so we have to wait for them to call me in within 24 hours. The store that's 3 miles down the road, which is where this all started, is apparently going to say whether or not I can just give them back the lawnmower I've used for 3 months. And I'll get store credit because they can't find my transaction in the system. Even though I looked it up for him, he had me look it up in my bank statement. He's like, can you give me a date or an amount, or just, did you buy it at a store? I'm like, yes, I bought it at a Lowe's store because that's what Lowe's is. It's stores. It's mostly stores and the internet part. And I didn't buy my lawnmower on the internet. I told him that's how this all started, was in a store. And so I end up, at the end of all of this, he calls the store in Worcester where I bought the damn thing. And they're going to, even though they're open now, they can't call me now. They have to call me within 24 hours. It's got to go to the review board, the Supreme Court of Lowe's, which I imagine is a blue robes and the gavel's a hammer, obviously. And so they are going to make a judgment, and either I get a free lawnmower, or maybe they sentence me, maybe I get the death penalty. I have no idea how it works there at the Supreme Court. But hopefully they give me my money back, because otherwise I'm going to buy a lawnmower from Home Depot. I'm going to stick my head in it.